A large swath of Cuba, powerless in the sweltering heat, plunged into days of darkness. No electricity means cooking on open campfires in the streets, appliances no longer running, food going to ruin. There's no running water either, forcing schools and some workplaces to close.
Mountains of garbage and rats. The Cuban people here are suffering. It's so sad to see. It's hard to believe.
Some Canadians on vacation there are desperate to come home.
I have 100 people here in the resort wanting to leave. I have their names. I have everything. That I asked them, oh, there we go. The power's out again.
Former Calgarian Jonathon Renko has family in Cuba and visits often, but says he's never seen anything like this before. He said food is scarce, staff are exhausted, yet tourists are still arriving on buses.
They couldn't activate the cards to check these poor people in. So you had 300-400 people in the lobby, all freaking out, yelling, fights going on. I'm like, oh my God, get me out of here, please.
The island-wide power outage happening at the same time as Hurricane Oscar slammed into the country. It's also facing a severe economic crisis with widespread shortages on everything from medicine to fuel.
The scale of this particular outage is certainly unprecedented. They've primarily relied on fuel from Venezuela. But in the last several years, of course, Venezuela has also been in a humanitarian crisis.
Some say it's time the United States lifted its trade embargo on the country.
The blockade is the main problem. If they let Cubans do their thing, you are not going to change the system there.
While Cuba depends heavily on tourism, Jonathon Renko says now is not the time to come.
And please tell Canadians to stay away until the country, reestablishes itself.
He found a flight out on Wednesday. Jayme Doll, Global News.